It's live today from the CHS Softball Complex. Non-conference girls softball today in Canton as the Lady Giants will take on the Railsplitters of Lincoln. And welcome in to our pregame show on this gorgeous-looking Friday out there. Temperatures about 62 degrees. We get to close to our first pitch here on this Friday afternoon. And to welcome into our pregame show, it's brought to you by the Graham Health System. Ask about the doctor about the 3-day mammography. Self-referred mammograms are also available by calling 647-5240, extension 2860. Today, in Bixler Video Production, Mark is location right down below me. I'm in the upper part of the press box. Mark's right behind home plate, but he is down in the little cooler elements today. So, Mark, say hello to everybody, and good to have you along today with the broadcast of the girls taking on Lincoln today.
Well, it should be an interesting ball game. Both teams kind of struggling this year at this point. Lincoln at 2-9. And watching, I hate to say this, but watching take infield, unfortunately I can see why they're probably committing errors and with that 2-9 record. Even though they've had some close games.
Absolutely. The last 3 or 4 games have been decided by 3 runs or less in the combinations. And, of course, the latest game they had, they lost to Normal West by a score of 3-1. They come out of the Apollo Conference. We'll tell you more about that as we go along. You mentioned, Mark, one of those things about some of the errors. So, again, their pitcher has a 3.02 ERA. And, again, a lot of errors with that in a 2-9 record. But they're sprinkled with 5 freshmen, 3 sophomores, and the senior, which is the pitcher, Kirsten Osborne. And Mark and I broadcast the Lincoln game a couple of years ago, and Osborne was part of that group. And again, Canton won both of those games. That was a couple of years ago. So when you take a look at a little bit of their, things that we have, Coach Darren Worth in his 3rd season, and of course last year they were 15-16, and then a couple of years ago they were 19-18. They come in at 2-9. Quick timeout. We'll break it down a little bit more about Lincoln in town in this Friday afternoon. We'll get a busy week ahead of us next week. Girls softball Monday, a makeup against Metamora. We'll see Sydney Litviak. And also coming up on Tuesday, Canton will take on Dunlap. And we'll have baseball Wednesday, Thursday next week against conference leader Washington. Step aside, more coming up on the pregame show. It's brought to you by the Graham Health System. Back here, Mark and I will call the game in 90 seconds.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington. By CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue. And by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spooniver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care. By Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
Back here as we continue, we're still a few minutes going down on the field here. The umpires and the head coaches have met, and they've gone over the ground rules. We're ready for our first pitch here. And again, they're out of the Apollo Conference. Actually, a conference that's been around since 1970, but is sprinkled with teams from out of the formerly out of the Corn Belt, Big 12, also Central State 8, which Lincoln, now in its second year, is into the Apollo. Today is also the strikeout for cancer today. It is for Hannah Stansel, benefit, and of course the 11-year-old diagnosed with brain cancer. So we're playing for Hannah today. There'll be a moment of silence as we get closer to our first pitch here this afternoon. One of the things in a bounce-back game, Mark, I think it was a key game. The Lady Giants are starting to, again, get a little good lineup. They're hitting 378 as a team. Sprinkled, they're getting some power. Mackenzie Hedges have been on fire the last couple of games. And when you take a look at their middle of the lineup, and then when you get Blair Jacobus in the circle like she pitched last night, and again, allowed. And then when you take a look at the line, 1 run, 1 walk, 14 strikeouts, and that's the kind of control that we hope to exceed coming into the season with Blair Jacobus in the circle there, Mark.
Well, no question, and I think last night could be the last couple outings, even though she only pitched a little bit against East Peoria. She came in, pitched pretty well against Limestone, and then last night with a big win. You hope that is she's getting some confidence back, because it does kind of wear on you when you struggle a little bit in the circle, and it kind of wears at you mentally. And she seems to be putting it together hitting-wise. The big thing for this team is they're hitting the ball well. They're just not able to string the hits together to push across the runs.
Yeah, we're looking for a great matchup here, non-conference game, as they'll have a busy week next week, and this is the time really, Mark, to turn it on, play good defense and get the consistent pitching. And this is a good opportunity against a senior for Lincoln, Kirsten Osborne, which is an outstanding pitcher. As we mentioned, her ERA coming in at 3.02. And again, she's not been aided by defense. So today, if they get at least a defensive kind of miscues and kind of cut down on those, we could have a pretty decent game in store for us against Lincoln here today. Blair coming into the action has made 7 starts. She is 2-3, and again her ERA is at 7.00. So she's trying to reduce that here with the matchup here this afternoon. Inside our pregame show, it's brought to you by the Graham Health System. And ask your doctor about the 3-day mammography and self-referred mammograms. Also available by 647-5240 extension 2860. Playing for Hannah, a moment of silence is next. That's for 11-year-old diagnosed with brain cancer. The strikeout for cancer being observed here on this Friday. Back after this, the first pitch, and we continue from the complex here in Canton, and back here in 2 minutes.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington. By CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue. And by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spoonerver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spoonerver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care. By Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton. and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
2 degrees, east-southeast winds at around 7 miles an hour, and they are, again, a little bit more gustier straight out to center field here this afternoon. My partner is Mark Bixler with M. Bixler Video Productions. He is right down below me, right behind the home plate area. And I tell you what, it's we kind of we take a look at the kind of vantage point here. I get a little bit of the upper part of the strike zone. You can handle the lower part of the strike zone today. So we'll keep the umpire in line today, okay? That's the game plan. That's the game plan. So we're looking forward to today. And again, this underclass group of Lincoln, but again, Blair Jacobus in the circle, trying to get some momentum, trying to get the consistency. Again, she has thrown so far 38 innings on the season. As we mentioned, 2 and 3. She's allowed 62 hits. And again, 16 walks, 41 strikeouts. Again, that's one of the key things, staying away from the walks and keeping the ball down in the strike zone for Blair Jacobus. She's in the circle today, 4 and 6. The Lady Giants, 2 and 9. Lincoln, and our first pitch underway. And the batter is J.C. Cooper. She is the center fielder. And again, Lincoln decked out in their green and white, trimmed in the red lettering. And again, a check swing there. And again, it's 2 balls and no strikes. So the early game here, J.C. Cooper bats from the right side. And here's the next delivery. There's a good-looking pitch there. 2 balls and a strike will set the Lady Giant defense. Head coach is Darren Worth at third base. He's in his 3rd season at Lincoln and joining us this afternoon. And again, if you're listening online, we welcome those folks around the Lincoln area and those who are in our Central Illinois area with the streaming online at 1560 WBYS.com. Good to have you along here on a nice-looking Friday afternoon. A little bit low with that delivery, so runs the count full at 3 and 2. On deck is Sydney Worth. Today is being observed the playing for a hand today, strikeout for cancer. And again, fouled out of play here. Hannah Stansel, 11-year-old, diagnosed with brain cancer. I know at Waddy's, again, some of the places going to have that on April 28th, a benefit fund run. We're going to have bags tournaments, and that'll be coming up on the 28th at noon, and a strikeout to start our game. So that's out number 1. So it's a good start for Blair after, again, getting behind in the, again, the count there. So getting the strikeout, that's one of the key things, Mark, we'll keep an eye on.
I agree. I think that's one of her struggles this year. She gets behind in the count and has to really work extra hard.
Here's Sydney Worth. Right now, this shortstop leads the team in batting average at .333. Doubles, triples, and has the only team's home run. They're 2 and 9 coming into the action out of the Apollo Conference. A little bit of a check, little hesitation there, and a strike is called. So we're 1 and 1. On deck is Kirsten Osborne, the only senior in this group. Here's the next pitch, hit off the end of the bat. Second baseman fields it. That's a good play there by Sophie Oakes. It goes 4-3. Looked like it hit right off the end of the bat there. So with a ground out, 4-3. Lady Giants defense has Mackenzie Hedges at third base. At shortstop is Tori Oakes. Sophie Oakes made that play as at second. Alex Chamberlain at first. Also around the outfield to have Allison Mortland, Carly Walker, Anna Ryman, and it's Nico Grizzolano behind the plate today for the Lady Giants. 2 down. Here's Kirsten Osborne. Played here a couple of years ago for Lincoln, pitched against the Lady Giants in one of the doubleheader games, which Canton won 8-0 and 4-1. Again, a nice little pitch there. That was a good pitch there. We talk about that drop pitch and got it in for the strike zone, and no balls and 2 strikes for Blair Jacobus. That's a little bit more the live arm we have seen, Mark, out of Blair Jacobus in the circle today with that one pitch there, because it just got in the strike zone, and I mean immediately dives. A ball and 2 strikes now. Underway our coverage here today, and a check swing, and again a ball just outside. Tantalizing pitch there, and she laid off of it.
Both of those last 2 pitches were.
2-2 with 2 outs. We're top of the first. Next delivery hits to the right side, and the fielder there. Good job by Sophie Oakes. Back-to-back plays there. 1-2-3 go to Lady Giants, and Blair Jacobus sets down Lincoln. No hits, no runs, nobody left on. We played through a half inning into the bottom of the first non-conference game. Canton coming up scoreless against Lincoln. Back here in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers. Quality Disposal and Quality Roll-Off, located in Farmington. By CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Napa of Canton, located on North First Avenue. And by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us.
We enter the bottom of the first. Coming up, we'll be back with you on Monday. Canton girls, a makeup game. Derek Linder and Metamora will be coming in. That's a makeup game Monday. Tuesday, Canton Dunlap. Wednesday, we'll have baseball for you here on WBYS. And, of course, on Thursday, conference leader, undefeated Washington, who defeated East Peoria last night 20-8. And it doesn't really surprise me yet because of the dominance of East Peoria. It seems like it's a little bit more really not noticed in regards to what Washington has been able to kind of put together at 9-3. They have a big classic this weekend, and they'll play Barrington. Brimfield Elmwood is over there. So, Mark, they're the believers that they're going to be one of the top teams of the conference, and several other teams, especially Limestone, is hanging in the top of the conference right now. Here we go with Blair Jacobus leading it off, and the pitcher today is Kirsten Osborne. She is a senior coming into this. Yep, the lone senior in this squad. 3.02 ERA. Right-hander brings the pitch, chop foul as Blair. And the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Nice looking day, 62 degrees, game time temperature. Head coach Bobby Barnes in his 10th year at third base. Larry Warden, he says, well, not quite as old as you, but I've been here for quite a few years. High in the strike zone. He was with Harold Rose for a few years. He had a couple of daughters that played to the program, and he's been back the last few years, at least the last 8-9 years here with Coach Bobby Barnes. He's at first base. Pitch inside and called her out. Looked like a high delivery, but again, caught the inside part of the plate and a strikeout. And that, I tell you what, Mark, that was the pitch that really caught Blair really off guard, didn't it?
It did. I mean, it was on the inside corner, and it just kind of handcuffed her.
Yep, it did. It was a pitch. It was a riser. And here's Sophie Oakes, and the first delivery in the dirt. You take a look at Sophie Oakes so far in the season. 7 hits, 7 RBIs. She ranks second or third on the team. They have 10, 9, and 7, so she's right up there with the RBI leaders and batting in that number 2 hole for this Lady Giant team.
You know, she's struggled at the plate this year, but she comes up with the hits at key times.
She has. She's been able to bunt and, again, execute on that kind of situation. 2-0 the count. Ball hit out real hard. Center fielder looked up, went over her head. Has a chance to turn the corner against the second base. Full to center fielder. That ball zipped over her head for a 1-out double off the bat of Sophie Oakes. Nice job there by Soph. Again, she gets in. You take a look at the doubles. That is her second double on the season. So it's a good start with 1 out with Sophie Oakes, man. She didn't get cheated on that swing.
No, she didn't. And I tell you what, the center fielder misjudged that one. She took a couple steps in, realized, uh-oh.
Here's Carly Walker, pop-up play for the catcher. Catcher's under it, and a put-out. So the first pitch into foul territory. And again, the catcher there, Emily Hollis, who is a freshman, made the put-out. So Sophie Oakes is at second base with 2 down now. And here's Nico Grisolano. Couple of home runs, 10 RBIs, hitting a .457 with 16 hits for Nico. And she had a monster blast
no-doubter.
With a no-doubter in our last game against Limestone. And I think it's still going. 1-0. Here's the next delivery coming up from Osborne, the senior for Lincoln. Hits it, and a line out right off the turf there. And it's a line out to the shortstop. So they double wasted. We had 1 hit, no runs, 1 left on, no errors, 1 in the books. And the action here from the CHS Softball Complex. Lincoln Canton scoreless, back in the second in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. by Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country, by Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and by AC Wood Recreations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spoonerver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care, by Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country, by Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
We head to the second. It'll be Sutherland, Paulus, and Kurgan. For Lincoln, they come in at 2-9 out of the Apollo Conference. And you take a look at the mark. It's pretty indicative of a lot of the things in different conferences, other than maybe the Mid-Illini and the stability. It's been around since the 1970s. It began with Newton, Robinson, Paris, one of the original teams in that conference. They would add Charleston. That's also one of the early original members. Then they would add Effingham. Muhammad comes out of the Corn Belt, 2005. Mattoon, 2012, out of the Big 12. Lincoln is in their second year out of the Central State 8. Then you have Mount Zion and rejoin after being one of the original members back in, of course, the late 70s. And back 2014 was Taylorville, the Apollo Conference, representing Lincoln today. So 1-0 to Sutherland with, again, Blair Jacobus in that next delivery. And it goes 2-0.
I was beginning to think last inning that Blair had a radio, but
yeah. Well, she falls behind on the count. She needs to throw a strike, and there it is. Grooves it right in there. It's a nice pitch for her. That's where she is very effective, Mark, when she keeps it down below the knees, when that ball kind of slides in, as she whips it in. That's the kind of the pitches right there, Mark, we're talking about. Her very effective pitcher. Balls exploded to the strike zone.
It's almost like she's nibbling early, and then she gets right to the point.
2-2 pitch, line to the right side, gets down, and they almost throw her out. Safe, and a base hit
Close play
by Sutherland. I think that if they had the early recovery, the right fielder would have came up within a good strong throw, but they get the base hit. So leadoff single to right field, and the first hit for Lincoln. Here's Emily Paulus, the catcher, one of, again, 5 freshmen in this Lincoln lineup. They've had a couple of players, again, went down with a concussion last July and has not been able to come back. And then they had a couple of the players did not go out. Again, Kirsten Osborne is their only pitcher really listed on their roster. And that's when you throw it out there, and no matter how many innings, that she's going to be there. 1-1 is the count to Paulus. And again, a foul ball. So we're 1-2. Mark Bixler with M. Bixler Video Production. Not in the press box here. He's down below me tonight. So he's right behind the home plate area, just off to the right side of the box. They gave him security because there is some power and all kinds of different dangerous things down there. So they said, Leon, you stay up there. Mark, you go down where it's dangerous.
Yeah.
You go down where it's dangerous. Have on 2 strikes.
That's on the left side of me, though.
That's right. Here's the next delivery. That's a good tailing pitch there and a strikeout. That's a second strikeout by Blair Jacobus, and it comes with a key place in this inning here after the hit. So it's 1 down. Here's Maya Kurgan. And Maya bats from the right side for this Lincoln team. Hits softly to the first baseman. She'll go unassisted. That's the proper play there. Second out. Runner moves down to second. So it's 2 down now. Good play there. Made a pitch, really got in on her hands. And here is Bailey Gillum, second baseman. Another of the sophomore group. Hitting about 103 on the season. Still early. 11 games into the season are 2-9. And they're like most teams. They're just trying to get consecutive games. Few more at-bats here in this next couple of weeks. At least the next week to finish out the month of April. Again, it's 1-1 with the count, with 2 out, runner at second base. Scoreless game on the top of the second. Next action here, again, hit to the right side, softly. Sophie scoops and tosses it 4-3 on the putout. That's her third chance in this game. And again, 1 hit, no runs, 1 left on. inning and a half. We go to the bottom of the second. Lincoln, Canton scoreless. Girls softball back in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington. By CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue. And by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us.
Coverage today, streaming online, 1560WBYS.com. Leon Groover, Mark Bixler with the call. And another second inning of action. Kirsten Osborne, the senior, brings in that first pitch. And we're underway to Mackenzie Hedges. And she has been on fire. She's the hottest hitter in this Lady Giant lineup. 16 hits, 9 RBIs, hitting .500. And again, the last couple of games, she's had multiple hit games, couple of doubles. She's really put it together the last 2 or 3 games.
4 for 4 on, was it Monday?
Yep, against Limestone. 1-1. Here's the next pitch out of the strike zone. Third baseman, her sister Mariah, is having a heck of a season. At Illinois College, she is 9-3 in the circle so far in the season. Had a big game a couple of days ago. 2-1. Here's the pitch, hit a mile. Center fielder goes to her right, and under it, makes the grab. Big fly ball, got under it a bit, and hit it out to left center. That's the first put out of this second inning off the bat of Mackenzie Hedges.
She definitely gave it a ride.
Here's Tori Oakes starting to raise her average at .350 in the lineup. Big game last night for Tori, had 2 out of 3, 2 runs scored, and RBI in the action last night. Tori had a couple of doubles. But I look in this lineup, and there's a couple of players that really, Carly and Tori Oakes, they're kind of the sandwich in the middle of the lineup. I think they are very vital and key to have very productive years, Mark. And when you take a look at this lineup, don't you, with, again, maybe getting Faith Demler back as well, that's another key piece in this lineup.
And who do you pull out?
Yeah, fisted out to left field.
Trouble.
And it gets out to the left fielder and carries out there. It's the second out of the inning. Got jammed a little bit that time. Again, got inside of her. And again, tied her up. So it's 2 up, 2 down. And here's Allison Mortland. Another, again, one of those players playing left field. .313, 5 hits on the season. But she's done a pretty good job making contact and getting a good at bats. Good quality at bats for Allison. She bats for that left side. 2 down in this bottom of the second. Each team has had a hit. Ball goes outside for the senior Kirsten Osborne today. Again, we mentioned 3 freshmen around the outfield.
Yeah.
Kurgan Cooper Lamb, freshman at first. Catcher is a freshman as well. Pitcher is senior. And then you got the left side of the infield are sophomores. 2-year players with Worth and Sutherland. And then the 3-year player in Osborne. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the next delivery, fisted foul off to the dugout side of first base. So it's 2-2. It's good to get back to the action here. The winds are starting to blow a little bit out to center field, so we may get some of those fly balls, Mark, may knock it down. You can tell a bit more on down the ground there. Is the wind kind of swirling a little bit? You're kind of in that.
Looking at the flags, it looks like it's blowing straight out the center.
Yeah, I know. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down in this bottom of the second. And the next delivery swinging, tailing pitch and a strikeout. That's strikeout number 2 by the senior Kirsten Osborne. Both teams scoreless after 2 complete innings. Lincoln Canton will return after this 1-minute timeout.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. by Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and by AC Wood Recreations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spoonerver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care, by Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country, by Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
Back here's our coverage continues here, live from the CHS Softball Complex. Out in the outfield, it's Mortland, Walker, and Ryman, defensively for this Lady Giant team. And the at-bat is Riley Lamb, takes the first pitch in for a strike. And again, Riley is a freshman, has not had an official at-bat yet, with no batting average. So it's an opportunity to get her in the lineup here today. A ball and a strike. We're into this top of the third inning with the Blair Jacobus in the circle here this afternoon. And again, a swinging right through that one. Ball and two strikes. On deck will be Michaela Metelko. And the bottom part of this order for the 2 and 9 Lincoln Railers. And a swinging right through that. And a strikeout to start this inning. So that is 3 strikeouts for Blair Jacobus. You can tell, again, keep the ball down. And she's got an opportunity to get a bunch of outs today here, Mark, in regards to Blair Jacobus.
Absolutely. And I think the key is getting ahead in the count.
Here's Metelko, bats from the left side. Bottom part of the order for Lincoln. Today is playing for Hannah, being recognized by Coach Barnes and the teammates. The 11-year-old diagnosed with brain cancer, Hannah Stansel. And strike out for cancer. You see a lot of different T-shirts and everything they're putting together. Waddy's, again, Bar and Grill out there will be holding a benefit fun run. They'll have bags, they'll have a lot of music, great food coming up on April 28th at noon. And again, it'll be at Waddy's out on the West Locust in Canton. 3-0. Again, here's that next delivery. There's a strike is called, so 3-1 with one down in this third inning. Both teams have had a hit, and each of the pitchers, a couple of strikeouts. Blair now with 3. Here's that next delay, comes right back and gets another strike. 3-2 to Metelko.
Yeah, I think if she could get ahead in the count, even 0-1, preferably 0-2, you can do so much more with that.
Got in on the hands that time. That was a good pitch there, Mark. Right at the hands of the bat there area. So fouls it off to this left side. It's 3-2. Runs the count full. J.C. Cooper lead off up on the deck here for Lincoln. Here's that next delivery. Fouled it back again, battling against Blair. A couple of good pitches, and she's fought off a couple of pitches up and in.
Yeah, she's definitely in the defensive mode hitter.
On deck again is Metelko, another one of the 5 freshmen in this Lincoln lineup. There's the pitch there, called her out, punched her out, second strikeout of this inning. That's the 4th for the game. Good job there by Blair Jacobus. And that's the kind of the work you expect her, man. She's moved the ball out, in, up and down a little bit there. Good variety of pitches that time by Blair Jacobus. 2 out, and a ball tapped foul. Mackenzie Hedges chases it into foul territory. First top of the order here in this third inning. 2 down. Next one coming up from Blair Jacobus. The action here on WBYS. Cardinals and the Reds coming up later tonight. 6:20. And first pitch 7:10 tonight. Again, the Reds have an interim manager. Yeah, interim manager. Former man at was the Cardinals manager for a while, Jim Riggleman. So 1-2. Pitch to Cooper in this third inning. See what Blair does with the 1-2 pitch, and punched her out, struck out the side. That's a good inning by Blair Jacobus. And again, it is 5 strikeouts in the game, 1 hit. And again, the action so far by Blair Jacobus to 1 hit through this first 2.5 innings. We head to the bottom of the third, scoreless game. Lincoln Canton into the bottom of the third. Back in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington by CD Country 107.9, your home in the country, by Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue, and by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent, by WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County, by Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us.
A couple of pitches were underway in this bottom of the third. 2 balls, no strikes to Alex Chamberlain, backs from the left side here this afternoon. Alex has 9 hits on the year, batting .300. Again, has a home run and 4 RBIs. Grounds it to the second baseman, scoops, and a 4-3 putout from the Gillum sophomore. And that's the first out of this third inning. There's Anna Ryman, again, bottom part of this order. Anna has 7 hits on the year, .318. Again, you take a look at her 6 RBI. So bottom of the order have been responsible, Mark, for, again, a few of the runs batted in. So it's a good mixture in this lineup for the Lady Giants, and it's just in critical things. When we get a couple of people on, sometimes we falter.
Faith Demler is going to have to play her way back into the lineup.
Absolutely. And there's a check swing there, and it said no go. So 1-1 is the count as we're underway here in this bottom of the third inning with 1 out. We'll be back to the top of the order. Ryman digs in for the left side, swings, hits it to the shortstop. Top play, grabs, throws, and out at first base. So 6-3 on the ground out to the shortstop. Worth softly hit. She was charging immediately. So 2 up, 2 down. After the double by Oakes, that is a 7th straight set down by Osborne for Lincoln here this afternoon. Top of the order, here's Blair Jacobus. Laces it out to right center. It gets down. It gets by her. She'll turn the corner. She may get 3 out of it and holds up at second, not taking any chances with your pitcher, Blair Jacobus. So it's a 2-out double. Again, both hits by the Lady Giants have been ringing doubles. That time it got past the center fielder. Here's Sophie, an opportunity. She had a double her first plate appearance. So into this bottom of the third with 2 out. Runner at second, scoring opportunity with Sophie Oakes, the junior, at the plate here. Takes the first pitch and a strike is called. On deck would be Carly Walker. This is the batter at the moment, though. The key situation, Mark. We talked about this team, even with the .378 average, has struggled getting some runners in scoring position.
Yeah, that's been a key area where they have struggled this year.
No balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second with 2 out. Here's the next pitch. And again, watch that third pitch go by and a strikeout to end the inning. So in the inning, 1 hit, 1 left on. And again, no runs. We played through 3 completes in this non-conference game. Canton and Lincoln scoreless as we head to the 4th. Back in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton, by Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country, by Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spooniver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care, by Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country, by Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
Summary runs, hits, errors brought to you by Monticle's Pizza, home of the family pleaser, 647-1127 line so far. Larry Jacobus, 3 innings, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts. Kirsten Osborne, 3 innings, 2 hits, and 3 strikeouts. Both teams have stranded a couple of base runners. So we're into the top of the 4th. It is Sydney Worth. She grounded out her first plate appearance. And Blair Jacobus and Lady Giants are underway in the 4th. Nice little pitch there. You see that little drop pitch there? Kind of like a little submarine. She come in and that just floated it in there, man. That was a tough pitch to lay off. He got in for a strike 2. Here's the next delivery. Check swing. and I think it's going to be an out. It is a strikeout as the appeal down to first base. That's the sixth strikeout by Blair Jacobus. She had 14 in the win last night at Morton, and so the Lady Giants off to a good start in this fourth inning with one down. Here's Kirsten Osborne, and a swing again. Osborne, the senior, rated by her coach as one of the best players. She struggled at the plate, hitting .233, but he feels that by the end of the season she'll be probably one of the top hitters on the team, as well as leaders in a lot of different categories. Base is a 1-1 count with one down in the fourth. Hits it to the right side. It gets down. That's a sharp one. Throwed it first. They got to make a good throw, man. I'll tell you, we should have had that one out.
Yeah,
because they had her by 2 or 3 steps.
Absolutely.
So a base hit to right field, and you just got to practice on those, making some strong throws. That's the easy throw that there is, and an opportunity here now with a base hit. And again, that's going to be the couple of hits now by this Lincoln team. Runner at first with one down. Here's Sydney Sutherland. Sharply hit to right field. That was the key thing there. She took it on the short hop in right field. Had really an opportunity to throw her out. Here's the next delivery. Inside, Nico, good job. Snares that one. Backhands it with 1-1.
There's no doubt a good throw would have gotten her.
Yeah, big strong throw over there. 1-1. Runner at first. Letter brings the pitch, swinging. Strike 2. Foul ball. Back here Monday with the Canton girls Metamora. We'll be back here at the complex for the coverage of that for you. Tuesday against Dunlap. Baseball Wednesday. Back here Thursday next week against Washington. 1-2. Pitch just floats outside. It's 2-2. On deck is Paulus for Lincoln. Sutherland had a base hit back in the second. She was stranded. And again, a check swing there. Framed it and did not get the call. So it's 3-2. That was a borderline pitch, just did not get the call. So full count now with the runner at first, Osborne. Here's the pitch hit out to right field. I don't think anybody's going to get that one. Sharply hit. It rolls to the fence. Osborne comes to third. Being waved. Got to the cutoff. Strong throw to home, and she doesn't go. So it's again an extra base hit out there.
I think that was a wise choice.
Yeah. Big strong throw. Big from the cutoff. And Sophie got it in. Good job on that relay and got it in. That was a key play there. So it's again a double by Sutherland. Osborne goes to third. Now one down. And here's Emily Paulus for Lincoln. Scoring opportunity best by either team. And here's that next pitch. It gets in for a strike to start out against Emily Paulus, who struck out. Blair needs one of those 6 strikeouts she has in this game so far, right here with one out, second and third. Here's the pitch, and again another pitch. Strike 2 is called.
She had 4 strikeouts in a row.
And again at the stretch here. Base hit back in the second. She had retired 7 in a row. Ball hit right side. Glove there by Sophie. They're going to get the out. Run will score. And a 4-3 put out. Hit softly. Didn't get really a chance. And again looking for that out. And they get a run, and that's the second out of the inning. And now Sutherland goes to third. So it's again a couple of hits in this inning. Again, the 1 run first scored in this game by Lincoln here in this 4th inning. Here's Maya Kurgan, and she swings to that first delivery. See how big a play, Mark not getting that out at first base on that base hit there, and had the opportunity. Again, defensively got to close the door in those kind of situations. So 2 down, runner at third in this 4th inning. Lincoln leads 1-0. 1-1 is the pitch here from Jacobus. Fouled it straight back. So 1-2. Now the Cardinals in action. They're back home against Cincinnati. Coming up later tonight. 6:20 with our pregame here on WBYS. 2 down in this 4th. Runner at third. You got a swing and a strikeout. That's the 3rd out of the inning. But Lincoln get a couple of hits. Infield ground out gets them their first run of the game, and they strand 1. They've stripped a couple. We played through now 3.5 into the bottom of the 4th. It's Lincoln 1, Canton nothing. Canton coming up here on WBYS. Back in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off. Located in Farmington, by CD Country 107.9, your home in the country, by Napa of Canton, located on North First Avenue, and by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent, by WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County, by Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us.
Pitch, Carly Walker hits it over the left field fence, and we are tied at 1 apiece. It didn't take long right after our break, and the first pitch there by Osborne went down and got it with a lot of strength. Laid it out over that left field fence, and a home run to lead off this fourth inning, and tied this game at 1 apiece. And for the Lady Giants, Carly Walker, that is her third home run of the spring, along with her 8th RBI. That'll add to her .345 batting average, but big, importantly, gets this game tied back 1 apiece. And the batter is Nico Grisolano. Be nice to go back to back here, wouldn't it? Even with the Hedges.
And Nico's, I mean, you could go back to back to back.
It would be a good little lift to this Lady Giant squad here. Tied 1 apiece. We're in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Nico Grisolano. Hits it, foul ball. Outside the bag at third. Carly Walker, and that shows you how strong she is with those wrists, Mark. Went down and got that pitch, and I mean, it sailed on a line drive over the left field fence.
She has perhaps among the quickest wrists I've seen.
Again, it's just going to be learning how to adjust to a lot of, again, some of the different repertoire of a lot of different pitches.
Especially in the middle lineup.
Yep, a little bit of the drop pitch, curveball, anything, kind of a change, kind of any kind of junk pitches. No balls, 2 strikes to Nico Grisolano. And again, up over the head of Nico, 1-2. On deck is Mackenzie Hedges. Strike time here. Led off home run by Carly Walker. And here we go. Ended this fourth inning with a 1-2 pitch. And it goes outside, 2-2. Round the outfield, 3 freshmen out there, Kurgan, Cooper, and Lamb. On the infield, Sutherland, Worth, Gillum, and Metelko. Here's the pitch, popped up here, a play for the catcher, turns, and a pop out. It's a huge out in this fourth inning. Pop up in foul territory. So Nico is lined out and popped out to the catcher. We're 1 down in this fourth inning. So Lady Giants, you know, Mark, you take a look, they've had 3 extra base hits, 2 doubles, and a home run. And just 1 run to show for it.
And left the 2 doubles
stranded. Stranded. Yep. So Mackenzie Hedges bats in this fourth inning. Mackenzie comes in with 16 hits, 500 batting average at 9 RBIs. Here's the next pitch here, out of the strike zone. And we're underway in this fourth inning with a home run by Carly Walker, tied the game. A foul ball in territory. 1-1. Here it comes, up and in. So 2-1 to Mackenzie Hedges. Tori Oakes on deck. Well, a little bit swifter winds out there to center field now. They picked up out there. Straightaway center. 2-1 pitch here. Ball popped up here. A play out of play overhead. You know, take a look, but just a scant few out among those fans here today. It's still a little bit on the cool side, but not too bad. 62 game time temperature. See, I can say that when I'm up here in the warm booth there. And again, chased a bad pitch there, and it's going to be a strikeout. So it's again 2 down. So a pop-up in foul territory, then a strikeout. Not the kind of inning you wanted to see unfold after that home run.
After the home run. And with the wind, now it looks like it's kind of swirling, but with the way it's blowing, you get the ball, traditionally here, you get the ball out into right center field.
It'll go.
It's going to go.
Here's Tori Oakes, flew out to left field. And takes the first pitch for ball 1, and we're underway here in this fourth inning with 2 down. 1-1 is our tie. Lincoln, and chase that pitch high to the strike zone. 1-1. You know, if you drive that, there's a lot of hitting room because we're shaded with the center fielder straight off the left side of the bag at second base. Had a huge hitting room out there.
Right center, definitely a lot of room.
So 1-2 is the count now to Tori Oakes with 2 down. in the fourth inning, tied 1 apiece. And Osborne for Lincoln brings it, and it goes up the middle, knocked down by the shortstop, but a base hit by Torrey. So it's a good job there. She reaches base, down with 2 down. She's 1 for 2 in the afternoon. That'll bring up Allison Mortland. So far in this action, Lady Giants have had 3 hits, 2 doubles, and a home run. Home run led off this inning by Carly Walker, and we're tied here with 1 apiece. First pitch to Mortland, and first strike is called with 2 down. Allison will have a chat with the head coach, Bobby Barnes, at third base for this Lady Giant team. Big win last night at Morton. They're 4-6 on the season. You take a look at the conference. Washington 6-0, Limestone 5-1. Canton comes in at 2-3. East Peoria has dropped to 2-4. Here's the pitch there. And again, it was going to be a bunt. Throws it into shortstop. It gets away. That's going to be a stolen base. On to third, a high throw, safely in there. Good job by Tori Oakes, heads-up play there. So the stolen base and the throw gets away. And a little bit of high throw out there, went off the glove, allowed Tori to get to third base. So a stolen base. And again, the kind of a high throw down there. So that got away. It allows the runner Oakes, Tori at third. Allison takes the next pitch, 2-1.
I'm not sure Allison was going to actually bunt the ball there.
Yeah.
I think it was to do exactly what took place.
2-1 now. Runner at third with 2 down. Big run with this game tied 1 apiece. Fouled it out of play here. Chased after that pitch. It wasn't too bad. 2-2 is the count. Runs at full. So far, 3 hits allowed, 1 run, and 3 strikeouts by the senior Osborne for Lincoln. She works here with 2 outs in this 4th inning. Pitched a little bit low. Good job there. And at bat, a key one here by Allison trying to keep this inning alive. Inning began with a home run by Carly Walker. Pop out, strikeout, base hit, stolen base, throwing. Air gets it to third. And a swing and a foul ball. Stays alive is Allison Mortland. CHS Softball Complex. Good to have the broadcast for you here this afternoon. Mark Bixler, Leon Groover here on WBYS. 3-2 in this inning. Hit off the end of the bat. That's going to be a fair ball. Glove by the third baseman and out at third base. 5-3 on that ground out. Protecting the line and a good play out there, but the Lady Giants strike with that home run. So 2 hits, 1 run, 1 left on, and 1 error on that throw allowed the runner to get to third. We played through 4 complete. The home run by Carly Walker. Lady Giants, Lincoln tied 1-1 as we head to the 5th. Back in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and by AC Wood Recreations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spooniver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care. By Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
5th inning is underway here. Bailey Gillum. And first pitch, fouled it off to this right side. And that fan right below, up to the right-hand side of your mark, he took almost a backflip out there. The ball was hit it to the fence there. And that man almost
got there quick.
Fell over back. He kind of really startled him. We're underway in this 5th, tied 1 apiece. Hit right back to Blair. She knocks it down, makes the quick, strong throw across to first base. 1-3 on to put out there by the pitcher, Blair Jacobus. So after the single and a double in the 4th inning, Blair now sets 3 down, and more importantly, back tied with this game, 1 apiece in this 5th inning. Here's Riley Lamb. Again, hits so far. Canton has had 4, and Lincoln has had 3 hits. Home run by Carly Walker got this game tied. They get an RBI on an infield ground out. Here's the 1-0 pitch, swinging. Nico Grisolano chases it, and we're back underway here in the fifth inning in a 1-1 tie. In the action here, non-conference game against Lincoln. Played this team a couple of years ago. Won a doubleheader here on a Saturday morning. Swing, strike two. Blair's had 7 strikeouts, 3 hits, no walks to this point. 1-2 pitch and a strikeout. Good job there. And it's the second out of this inning. Another big strikeout there, number 8 by Blair Jacobus, the sophomore. And here is McKaylee Metelko, and she bats on this left side. Had a good plate appearance last time before striking out. First pitch, and that thing was right at the knees. Strike is called. We're underway with 2 down in the fifth inning. Again, Metelko, as a freshman first baseman, bats on the left side. Hits it by the third baseman, by the shortstop. That's going to be a base hit. And again for Lincoln now. That is their 4th hit of the game. They had a base hit back in the second. Back-to-back hits in the 4th inning and would produce a run in that 4th inning. And then they get a 2-out hit here. Top of the order, here's J.C. Cooper from Lincoln. First pitch as a strike is called. 62 degrees, a little bit of a slight breeze, and those winds have kind of subsided a little bit out to center field, but still kicking up. Check swing, quick throw down, and out. Picked her off. Good job by Nico. 2-3 on the pickoff, and it leaves the batter, Cooper, at the plate. Good job there by Nico. Picks up the team. 2-3 on that putout. Gets Metelko at first. In the inning, had the 1 hit, no runs, nobody left on and no errors. And we head to the bottom of the 5th after 4.5. It's Lincoln and Canton tied 1 apiece. Back.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington by CD Country 107.9, your home in the country, by Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue, and by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent, by WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County, by Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us.
Bottom of the 5th, hitter is Alex Chamberlain, and it's a 1-1 count from Kirsten Osborne for Lincoln. Brings it. Pitch chopped to the right side, fielded, and again at first base going to be out. 3-4. And again, all I had to do was kind of like reach and tag the runner.
Yeah.
She almost pivoted the wrong way. It almost cost her, but it was a odd 3-4 put out on a ground out. So 1 down. Here's Anna Ryman. That could almost turn really bad for them,
It
Mark.
really could have.
You know, you take a look at that play there, and then fundamentally, that's not the play that you should be making.
And I think Coach Worth was saying
Not off guard,
just
too.
tag her.
Yeah. 1-0. And they had the line chopped to the third baseman,
That's
booted,
trouble.
across the diamond, and hold her foot across the diamond there. 5-3 on the putout. It went from Sutherland to Metelko at first base, and she held her ground, kept her foot on the bag there. Put 2 down. So we're 2 down in this 5th inning, and Jacobus, again, bats here. Blair with a double, 1 for 2 in the action here for the Lady Giants. First pitch, they're striking, and again, we're underway as the action here. She had her first double of the season. She's hitting .438, and she's been in that leadoff position. No balls in the strike to Blair, and out of the strike zone, and it runs the count to 1-1. Sophie Oakes on deck. So the first 2 up here. Lady Giants got back even in this game. Carly Walker, leadoff home run in the 4th. Here's the next pitch. Skied. Center fielder goes back, but it's going to have a play for it, and a fly out to center field off the bat of Jacobus. 1-2-3 go to the Lady Giants. No hits, no runs, nobody left on. We played through 5 in this non-conference game. Tight one going on. Canton Lincoln, 1 apiece into the 6th. Back in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by AC Wood Recreations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spooniver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care. By Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
Getting back to work, Blair Jacobus works in the sixth inning. 4 hits, 1 run, and 8 strikeouts. The line for Blair so far. In the action, top of the order for them, it'll be J.C. Cooper. 0 for 2, both strikeouts against Blair Jacobus. Top of the order is the freshman. And again, hitting .217, leads the team in walks. And she was left at home plate. And a fly ball, nice play, running to the outfield by the second baseman, Sophie Oakes. Running catch out there and a fly out. That's the first out of the sixth inning. That was not an easy play.
No, it wasn't. I've always
being a left-handed hitter, she was more play to that hole to the right side. So 1 down in the sixth.
I've always liked Sophie, her range to her right.
Yeah, she really gets a good read off the bat. Line drive, stay foul. It does, foul. Right side. So the batter is Sydney Worth. And again, it is Blair Jacobus and Lady Giants tied 1 apiece. Trying to come away with win number 5 on the spring. Back in action Monday. They'll take on Metamora here. 0-1 with 1 out in the sixth inning. A little bit low from Blair. Around the infield, you got Mackenzie Hedges at third across the diamond. Alex Chamberlain up the middle. It's Tori and Sophie Oakes for this Lady Giant team. Mike, you paying attention what the possibility, what they could be having
I really don't know.
Conversation about? I don't know if they said that I think she kind of check swing on that one, or I don't know what the thing with it. So 1-1 is the count, though. So they called it a ball, 1-1. 1 down in the sixth inning. Blair brings the next pitch, swinging, strike 2. As we mentioned off the air there, Mark, both these pitchers have done a really good job. No walks issued in this game, so it's been a tight game to get some runs.
And for the most part, doing a good job getting ahead in the count.
Then throw the pitch a little bit high up in the strike zone, and Blair gets that strikeout number 9 in this game. So that's 2 down in the sixth inning. You know, it's good to see Blair again getting that control back and throwing the ball in spots she wants to get some outs. Ball hit to right field. Right fielder comes over and makes the play, and a Ryman and a fly out to right field. So Lady Giants and Blair Jacobus sets Lincoln down 1-2-3. No hits, no runs. We played into the bottom of the sixth after 5.5. We're tied 1 apiece here from action in Canton. Back here in a minute.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington. By CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue. And by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us.
Bottom of the sixth here. Ball popped up, a play for the third baseman in fair territory. And they put out there with the first out of the sixth inning. So Sophie now 1 for 3 with that double back in the first inning. Here's Carly Walker, popped out to the catcher, and a home run in the fourth. That tied this game at 1 apiece. and the head coach going to have a little conversation about Carly Walker.
I'm sure
with
it
Nico
is.
coming up, you got a pretty good part of their Lady Giants batting order coming up here. You take a look at that. Lady Giants 3, 4, and 5 in this order, and then the dangerous Tori Oaks in that position too. So, I think Lincoln just trying to avoid any kind of big inning here. And he's having a conversation. And again, they've done a great job so far keeping the Lady Giants pretty silent. 4 hits, 2 doubles, a single, and a home run. That's the Little Giants offense today for the girls. Today it is playing for Hannah. And again, our best thoughts and prayers are with Hannah Stansel and her diagnosis with the brain cancer and her recovery and that strikeout for cancer. So we'll have more on that for you coming up on benefit at Waddy's coming up on April 28th. 1-0 to Carly. Next pitch coming up from Osborne. Inside, that's a good pitch. Tied her up. You see how she was kind of twisting, kind of either decide to swing at that pitch.
Well, I think she was anticipating it being outside, a little farther on the outside part of the plate.
1-1, here it comes. In, a little bit low, and the delivery 2-1. 1 down in the 6th inning. Nico Grizzolo on deck. He's 0 for 2, and due. Coming up here, Osborne for Lincoln. Brings the 2-1 pitch, and I think it's that by a mile. 2-2. She really fooled her on that pitch. She was way out in front. 2-2. Action in the 6th inning and a tie 1-1 game. A little bit low with that one. Didn't quite get to the plate.
Well, Osborne's doing a really good job against Carly.
I don't think she really wants to give in to her, but she would walk her if she has to here. 3-2. Here it comes. It's foul ball. Ball gets away. Not a foul ball. It was a straight through, and it's going to be a strikeout. Second out of this inning, and that's the 4th strikeout. A big one for the Lincoln and Kirsten Osborne. So she is 1 for 3 of that home run back in the 4th. Here's Nico Grizzolano. Game tied 1-1. And Osborne, the senior, brings it. Pop it up. A pitch and a play for the pitcher. And they get out of the inning. Retired him 1, 2, 3. Set him down. And we head to the action in to the 7th inning. Still tied 1 apiece. 6 complete in the books non-conference. Back here for the 7th inning in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by AC Wood Recreations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spoonerver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care. By Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
We head into the 7th inning. Here's the pitching line so far. It's brought to you by Monocle's Pizza. And again, so far, Blair Jacobus worked 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, has 9 strikeouts, no walks. And Kirsten Osborne, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, and 4 strikeouts. So definitely has been a pitcher's duel in this non-conference game here. Who's going to break through first? And again in the 7th inning, tied 1 apiece. And here's the batter, lead it off to the right field. Ryman out there in her spot out there, and Sutherland a fly ball to right field. So 1 down in the 7th inning. Sutherland, who was actually 2 for 2 with a double and a single, she's retired for the first time in the action here in the 7th inning. Moving right along, this thing is flying along, Mark, into the 7th inning here. So 1 down, here's Paulus, and she's 0 for 2. And I think, it's kind of like, it's one of the things with Blair, again, she will pause a little bit, but when she gets in a rhythm, she likes to work rather quickly, too. So the 1-1 count in this 7th inning, and a 1-1 tie, 1 down. Again, Jacobus hits it to the right side. Sophie scoops underhanded play. 4-3 on that put out, second out of this 7th inning.
being a Reds fan, how there's a pitcher that the Reds used to have that Tom Browning.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when he got into a rhythm, that he just kept the game going at a quick pace.
Yeah, that rhythm. Hit soft, bad hop there. Again, that's going to be a base hit. One of those things, Sophie came up just a little bit too soon. That thing was hit, like a bullet. And again, reaches with the 2 out in this 7th inning. And I guarantee if you talk to Sophie, she said she probably would have that play, 9 out of 10 times.
I think you're right.
That play. She kind of raised up a little bit. I think underestimated how quickly that ball was coming at her. And it was off to her left, so a 2-out hit here. Kurgan runs. Here's Bailey Gillum. 1-1 tie. Here's the pitch, swinging, and evens the count at 1-1. Softball action. Mark Bixler on with you, and from the CHS Softball Complex. Hope everybody has a good weekend. We're on a Friday afternoon with the call. 1-1. Here it comes. High strike zone. Quick throw behind the runner. Safely back in there. So it's 2-1. Never can forget about Nico being behind the plate there, can you?
No, she throws.
Hit to the right side, foul ball, almost to the back of that pickup truck, man. We almost got one in the bucket over there.
Yeah, Nico throws from the squat, and she's
on a laser, deceptive. Man.
Yes.
2-2, runner at first, swinging, and it's going to be a strikeout. That'll end the inning. So Lady Giants get out of that jam. That's a 10th strikeout. So the inning had the 1 hit, 1 left on, and no runs. Played 6.5. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Lady Giants trying to win one at home here. Back in the bottom of the 7th in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington. By CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue. And by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton. By Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent. By WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County. By Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us.
Ball and a strike to the leadoff batter in the 7th is Mackenzie Hedges. Send us home. 0 for 2 in this action here today. Tied 1 apiece. Osborne for Lincoln brings that delivery. It's 2-1. On deck, you got Tori Oakes and Allison Mortland. Opportunity here. Playing a little bit deeper out in center field. 2-1 pitch. Out of the strike zones, 3-1. She's not having much to do with Mackenzie in this at-bat here. So again, nobody out. 7th inning, we're tied 1 apiece. Lincoln scored on an infield ground out, and here's to the third baseman. Gloves it, clutches, throws, 5-3 on the put out. So that's the first out in the 7th inning. You can tell, Mark, if this team plays solid defense, they stay in a lot of games.
Yes.
Because, you tell Osborne throws a lot of good strikes, keeps it all down. So it's 1 down. Here's Tori Oakes. She's 1 for 2. Digs in, and a little bit low with that delivery. Starting off in the 7th inning. As we mentioned, a ground out scored Lincoln's run, and then Canton tied it on a Carly Walker leadoff home run in the 4th. Here's the pitch. Hit out to center field. Shallow out there. Fly ball. Hangs up. That's the 2nd out of the 7th inning. On deck is Allison Mortland as we get 2 outs into the 7th inning in a 1-1 tie on this Friday afternoon. Cardinals and Reds will be coming up at around 6:20. Rapidly played contest. We have 2 down in the 7th. Trying to keep this game alive and the inning alive. First pitch into Allison. Drifts in for a strike. So far, 0 for 2 is Allison today. Out of the strike zone, 1-1. You almost look at Osborne, you think, man, she's going to get a little bit wild, and she finds a way to come back and get a couple of strikes. Had 4 strikeouts so far. And again, 4 hits allowed. I think she's retired 9 in a row since the base hit by Tori Oaks back in the 4th. Both these pitchers have been locked in since about the middle part of this game. 1-1 pitch here, butts and a go foul. Tell you what, if she gets that down, she's got a great opportunity to get on base here.
You bet she does.
Wow.
She flies down that line.
And that's an opportunity, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Third baseman did not even have a clue.
No.
And she just kind of froze. She just kind of froze. 1-2 with 2 outs. Canton batting here in the 7th with 2 down. Next delivery to Allison, chops it. Pitcher underhands it. 1-3 on the putout. We're headed to extra. Bottom of the 7 innings now have been complete. It's still a 1-1 tie. Lincoln Canton back to the extra innings in the 8th. That's coming up back here in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton. By Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country. By Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton. And by AC Wood Recreations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spooniver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care. By Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country. By Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton. And by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
Extra innings, we're headed into the 8th inning as our broadcast continues. It'll be 8, 9, and top of the order for Lincoln. And so far, Blair Jacobus has allowed 4 hits, 1 run, and has had 10 strikeouts. And the extra innings in this non-conference game. And I do believe, let's see, we do have, Area Pumphrey. Yeah, Pumphrey's going to bat here. And again, it's going to be a pinch hitter. So Pumphrey will bat here for Lincoln. And she wears number 28 on her jersey. And she's going to bat here in this 8th inning against Blair Jacobus in a 1-1 tie. Lincoln comes in at 2-9. Canton 4-6. Both these teams have struggled in this season, so it's a big win here, especially making the trip all the way from Lincoln on this Friday. First pitch is a strike to Pumphrey. 8th inning is underway. Not much change to the defense. Swinging, strike 2. Mortland out on left, Walker in center, Ryman in right. Nico the catcher. You got Hedges, this Oaks is Tori and Sophie up the middle, and Chamberlain at first. Next delivery, Nico grabs it, back to the circle, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're underway in this 8th inning. Extra frame and extra free and minning for you. And again, the out of the strike zone just missed. 2-2. I like the umpire's work today, Mark. He's done a very consistent job today.
Yes.
I think he's done an excellent job. A little bit low. And 3-2. So after getting the first couple of pitches in for a strike, Blair now faces a 3-2 count. Leadoff batter in this 8th inning. Strick out. First out of this inning. That's 11 for Jacobus. Way to come right back in that circle. Bound and determined to get that pinch hitter out of there. So Metelko bats here. She's 1 for 2. And picked off by Nico. Welcome to Nico land.
Mm-hmm.
Batter here, 1 down in the 8th. And she held up and takes it in for a strike as called. On deck is Cooper, top of the order here. You know, we take a look at this game, Mark, and again, about just a little over 2 hours old, maybe a little bit longer than that in our game here today. On ending about an hour and a half. Yeah, about an hour and a half. So no balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Metelko. Ball popped up a play. Who's going to get it? Into the grass area at short. Nice job by Tori Oaks for the put out. First 2 up and down in this 8th inning.
Number 5, J.C. Cooper.
So you take a look at this action here, Mark. In about an hour 15 minutes, actually. We started at about 4:30, so about an hour and 15. This game has flown.
It has, yes. Very
Eighth
quick
inning,
speed.
2 down. Look out, foul ball. And the batter is J.C. Cooper. She's 0 for 3, a couple of strikeouts and a pop out. 11 Ks in the game for Blair Jacobus. 4 hits, 1 run allowed. Tap foul at home plate area. No balls, 2 strikes. When we conclude, we'll have our post-game show. It's brought to you by Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing and Rehab Center in Cuba, 785-5012. And our impact player or player of the game, brought to you by Advanced Rehab Sports Medicine. All that for you coming up on the Lady Giant post-game show. 1-2 now. 2 down in the 8th inning. Blair Jacobus trying to bring it home here. Out the strike zone. It's 2-2. Followed up with a good outing last night at Morton. Worked 7 innings there last night. You know, when you take a look at a lot of her line last night, he had 14 strikeouts. Again, 5 hits allowed with 1 walk last night to come back here. And I know that's kind of the games that Blair wants to get into right now. A lot of confidence, a lot of her pitching ability. 2-2 now. Cooper bats on the right side for Lincoln. 2 outs. Here it comes, swinging. And a strikeout. So a strikeout ends the inning. That's the 3rd out of the inning. And strikeout number 12 for Blair Jacobus. We played through 7.5. Into the bottom of the 8th. Canton trying to win it in extra innings. Tied 1-1 against Lincoln. Back here in 1 minute.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington by CD Country 107.9, your home in the country, by Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue, and by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent, by WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County, by Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us.
Underway, bottom of the 8th, a 1-1 tie against Lincoln. Pitch out of the strike zone, evens it at 1-1 on deck. Anna Ryman try to get this game into the top of the order. And again, Lady Giants tied 1 apiece. And Lincoln's Osborne brings the pitch swinging and a strike 2. And that's one of those things when you're bailing out a little bit there. Yep. She's pulling off the swing.
Step in.
Yep. 1-2. Here's the delivery again, swinging. And a strikeout in this 8th inning. Only the 5th strikeout by Osborne. She's managed the game quite well today. Only giving up 4 hits, a run. That was a home run by Carly Walker in the 4th. Ryman digs in from the left side. Pitches out of the strike zone. Coach Bobby Barnes in his 10th year at third base. Larry Worden over at first base for this Lady Giant squad. And again, they pitched a little bit low. And again, it's 2-0. Find a way to get Ryman on base here would be key with 1 down in the 8th inning.
Well, there's a hit or a walk.
Some way. Osborne works in extra innings here. Here it comes. Foul ball. 2-1. One thing about Ryman, you know, even with that pitch there, she could have taken that pitch, but again, she's looking to get on base somehow, trying to slap it. 2 balls and a strike. We're 1 down in the 8th inning. The senior from Lincoln brings the pitch a little bit low. 3-1. A must here in this 8th inning to get on base for the Lady Giants. On deck is Blair Jacobus. Ryman's 0 for 2, digging in from that left side. 3-1 pitch. Walked her. So that's the first walk of this game issued by either pitcher today.
And will it come back to haunt them?
It could be. And she just barely missed, too, Mark, in that delivery there. And let's see who do we got coming to lineup. Kaylee Link coming in. So Link will run.
That's right.
So a pinch runner, Kaylee Link, runs at first base. Here we go. Blair can win it for herself here.
She could.
Maybe an extra base hit here. Blair will bat from the right side. She's doubled. She's 1 for 3. And done a superb job in the circle today, Mark. And that's going to be key.
Absolutely. And she's got the strength. She could take a yard.
And we got the runner at first base now with Link. Jacobus with 1 out. Bats here in this 8th inning in a 1-1 tie. Again, you can see Osborne slow things down a little bit here. Now she pumps and fires. And a steal straight down safely in. They got her. Tagged her out. 2-6 on that tag out. And again, tried to send that runner down. Suck it out of the inning. And Link gunned down 2-6 on that throw by the freshman Paulus. And she threw it right on the bag.
She did. It was a perfect throw.
So Blair takes the pitch, and it's a ball. 8th inning now with 2 down. So these teams have had a picked off runner and a thrown out base runner. So 1-1 to Jacobus. Fouled it right straight back here. She was dead on that one. So 1-2 to Blair. First walk was issued, and again, that got erased on the throw out by the catcher to the shortstop. 8th inning time, 1 apiece. Swinging, that's a foul ball.
It's okay.
And you know, you can tell Coach Barnes saying, hey, let's start again taking our swing forward. You know, we're kind of stepping
into it.
Stepping like in a bucket, you know, stepping down a little bit. 1-2 with 2 outs. Here it comes. Foul ball. Blair stays alive for this Lady Giant squad.
I'm going to make another reference to a red.
Please.
Pete Rose. I always like one of the comments he made is, I watch the ball all the way in and I see it come off the bat.
Ball hit out to right center. It's going to get down. It does. A base hit with 2 outs. So an opportunity here. Second hit of the afternoon for Jacobus. She's 2 for 4. And now Sophie Oakes bats here.
Number 4, Sophie.
So the Lady Giants. And again in this contest now, it's their 5th hit.
It'd be nice to string some hits together here.
Their offense today has had 2 singles, 2 doubles, and a home run. And again, the pitch goes outside. Ball 1 to Sophie Oakes. A key opportunity here.
I don't care if she gets a walk.
Yeah. Now 1-0 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch popped out to center field. Center fielder goes back and off her glove. Off her glove. It's going to score the winning run. She comes around and slides in safely. A double by Sophie Oakes, and it went off the glove of the center fielder. Jacobus slides home, and the Lady Giants win it in the 8th inning here by a score of 2-1. Dramatic finish by the Lady Giants off the bat of Sophie Oakes. Again, it was going to be a tough catch, and the ball kept sailing on the center fielder. Couldn't make the catch, and the Lady Giants, Blair Jacobus, comes home to win this game in 8 innings by a score of 2-1. That's a great win for this Lady Giant team to win on the strength of both these pitchers. Did an outstanding job here, Mark, in regards to keeping things a tight game here today. So
you kind of feel for Osborne because she pitched a very good softball game, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And again, that just we always talk about this game being minuscule and within inches. That center fielder almost made the catch out there, but again went off her glove, and Jacobus was able to score. And Sophie Oakes, the biggest hit of the game, again drives in the winning run, and the Lady Giants win it in 8 innings by a 2-1 score. Our post game is up next. It's brought to you by the Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing Rehab Center in Cuba, 785-5012. Mark and I recap this exciting finish of this one. An extra innings in 8. Canton beats Lincoln 2-1. Back here in 2 minutes.
Helping bring you this event, Monocle's Pizza, located on North 5th Avenue in Canton. In Canton, Monocle's delivers quality disposal and quality roll-off, located in Farmington by CD Country 107.9, your home in the country, by Napa of Canton, located on North 1st Avenue, and by AC Wood Creations, located in Canton. Helping sponsor this event, Spooniver Animal Clinic, located on North Main Street in Canton, by Remax Traders Unlimited, Susie McMillan, your agent, by WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice of Fulton County, by Fulton County Housing Authority, Maple Manor, and Longview High Rises, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want to underwrite or sponsor an event? Call us. Helping bring you this event, Sedgwick Funeral Homes, with locations in Bartonville, Farmington, and in Canton, by Hy-Vee of Canton, your employee-owned grocery store. CD Country 107.9, your home in the country, by Wesley United Methodist Church of Canton, located on North Avenue A in Canton, and by AC Wood Recreations, located in Canton. Bringing you this event, Spooniver Home Health Care, located in Farmington, bridging the gap in health care, by Lambs of God Daycare and Preschool, located on North Avenue A in Canton. WBYS, AM 1560 and 93.7 FM, your voice in the country, by Stereo Village, located on South 4th Avenue in Canton, and by M. Bixler Video Productions. Want a DVD of something we've taped? Call us.
Up next, the post-game show. We'll also have our Impact Player or Player of the Game, brought to you by Advanced Rehab Sports Medicine. Post-game is brought to you by the Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing and Rehab Center in Canton. A well-pitched game by both of these squads today. The senior Osborne gave up a late run there, and just by a matter just of an inch or so there, Mark, and making the grab out on center field. That ball was still on flight. Center fielder had to run a long ways near the fence, went off her glove, and again, Jacobus would score. And again, the Lady Giants pick up a big win here at home, 2-1 in 8 innings. So the Lady Giants now at 5-6, Lincoln now 2-10. We'll get to our let's get to our scoring summary. Brought to you by Monticle's Pizza. It's 647-1127 at 135 North 5th in Canton. Mark Bixler from M. Bixler Video Production. He's still down below. He will get the Impact Player of the Game. And, of course, our totals on this one for Lincoln. They had 1 run, 4 hits. And, again, there was, take a look at this action here. I had to look at this real quickly here. Again, no errors and 3 left on the base pass. The winning pitcher in the game today, Blair Jacobus, 8 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, and 12 strikeouts today on official totals for Blair Jacobus. The loss for Lincoln goes to Kirsten Osborne. Lincoln ends up, again, she gave up the, 6 hits. 6 hits, also a couple of runs, home run by Carly Walker, and then the fly ball, the extra base hit by Sophie Oakes scored Jacobus. She had 5 strikeouts, 1 walk issued by Osborne. She takes the loss here this afternoon, and so the win goes to Blair Jacobus. She gets nice back-to-back victories in the circle today for the Lady Giants, and they win it by a score of 2-1 at 8 innings. Our Impact Player or Player of the Game, Advanced Rehab Sports Medicine, 649-1572. They fix sports injuries. And Mark, our player is today the Impact Player or Player of the Game.
Blair Jacobus.
Ended up scoring the winning run, was the winning pitcher here today, had 12 strikeouts, limited them to 4 hits, got an infield ground out. That's the only run that they scored in this game. And again, comes back with no walks issued. And so that was a key win for Blair Jacobus. Right the ship here, and that's the thing with the big in the circle there. She got the base hit. She battled, in that 8th inning mark to keep this alive with the 2 outs after we lost a runner on the, again, the throw out. And the comeback, and Sophie hit the ball hard to center field, could not catch up with it. And Jacobus would end up scoring in that 8th inning. So the Lady Giants pick up a win by a score of 2-1 in 8 innings. Mark, final comment, and we'll wrap things up here on this Friday afternoon.
Well, I think the last 2 games, big confidence boost for Blair. There's no question about it. She's done a lot better job of moving the ball around, but I think more importantly, for the most part, she's getting ahead in the count. Mm-hmm. And that makes a big difference. When you're 2-0 compared to 0-2, you can do a lot more and get people to go for the nibbles when you're 0-2 than rather 2-0.
Yeah, and I didn't see any pitches left out over the heart of the plate today. Kept everything down, minimized those kind of things today. But another solid game in the circle by Blair Jacobus, the winning pitcher, and scored the winning run off her teammate Sophie Oakes' extra base hit in that 8th inning, and a winner in extra innings today by a score of 2-1 in 8 innings. So, Mark, appreciate it. Have a great weekend.
You do the same.
We'll see you back on Monday. The girls will take on Metamora. We'll be back for the broadcast. That is our post-game show. It's brought to you by the Clayburgh Fulton County Nursing and Rehab Center in Cuba. Well, we'll get to the 6 o'clock hour. The Cardinals coming up at 6:20 with a pregame. First pitch will be at 7:10. Got the Lady Giants, a big win here this afternoon. Carly Walker, home run, tied the game up in the 4th. And then with 2 outs in the 8th inning, Jacobus reached on a base hit, and then Sophie Oakes sent us home with a fly ball and unable to make the catch out of center field. And Jacobus came home to score, and the Lady Giants win it 2-1 in 8 innings. Lady Giants now 5-6, Lincoln at 2-10. For our main man, the Stair Bear, Justin Stair, back at the studios of WBYS for Mark Bixler and Bixler Video Productions. I'm Leon Groover. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. And again, we pass on that information. Today was playing for Hannah. Today with a strikeout for cancer for the 11-year-old, again, Hannah Stansel with brain cancer. Don't forget that benefit fun run and events taking place April 28th at Waddy's out in West Locust in Canton. That will start at noon with the bags. There'll be bands, music, and again, it was playing for Hannah today and came up with a very positive victory in 8 innings today, 2-1. That's going to do it. Thanks for joining us. More regular programming is up next here on the Voice of Fulton County, WBYS.